see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sex.
The paddock's attention was drawn to Toprak Razgatlioglu's impressive performance in testing ahead of the 2026 French MotoGP. The Turkish rider once again showed strong signs that he was beginning to find the formula he had been searching for, not through technological complexity, but rather through a simpler yet more effective approach. In the latest test session at the Bugatti circuit in Le Mans, Toprak and the Yamaha team appeared to be taking a different direction than in previous developments. The main focus was no longer on exploring extreme equipment or aggressive settings, but rather on simplifying the engine's character to make it more readable to the rider. The results were immediately noticeable. The bike became more stable on corner entry, smoother during acceleration, and most crucially, more consistent throughout the lap. Interestingly, the tires were a key factor in this surge in performance. The use of Pirelli tires, which Toprak had been more familiar with in World SBK, provided extra confidence in controlling grip, especially during hard braking and corner transitions. This adaptation appears to be a crucial bridge for Toprak's signature aggressive riding style to be maximized on a MotoGP bike. Team sources say the combination of a more docile engine and tire characteristics that suit Toprak's instincts allows him to exploit the bike's potential without having to push the limits excessively. This is evident in his more consistent lap times compared to other riders, even in changing track conditions. Toprak himself admits that this change has made a significant difference. He feels the bike now speaks to him more, allowing him to read grip more clearly and make quicker decisions in every sector. This is a significant advantage, especially on technical circuits like Le Mans, which demand high precision. For Yamaha, this could be a significant turning point in their project. After previously facing various obstacles in engine development and bike balance, a simpler approach has opened up a new, more promising path. Instead of continually adding complexity, they are beginning to understand that the key to performance can come from the harmony between the engine, tires, and the rider's riding style. If this trend continues, it's not impossible that Toprak will be a serious threat at the 2026 French MotoGP. With a combination of confidence, quick adaptation, and a bike package that increasingly suits him, one thing is becoming clear. Toprak is not just adapting, he's beginning to master it. And here is the full news. The MotoGP paddock's attention, ahead of the 2026 French Grand Prix, has been completely absorbed by one fast-developing story: Toprak Razgatlioglu's performance resurgence with Yamaha. It's not just a minor improvement, but a fundamental shift in the bike's character, and most surprisingly, it all started with the decision to simplify the engine. At the circuit Bugatti, a track known for its technicality, combining hard braking and stop-and-go acceleration, Toprak performed at his best. Every section displayed one common thread: complete control. There were no more wild moments during transitions, no sudden loss of grip exiting corners. Everything felt smoother, more precise, and faster. Yamaha's move to simplify the engine's character was initially questionable. In the modern MotoGP era, filled with sophisticated devices like ride height devices, complex engine mapping, and extreme aero, the decision to reduce might seem counterintuitive. But herein lies the ingenuity. They didn't actually reduce performance, but rather eliminated complexities that were out of sync with Toprak's riding style. The engine now has a much more linear power delivery. This means that power doesn't come suddenly, but rather flows progressively according to throttle opening. For a rider like Toprak, this is crucial. He's known as a rider who relies on instinct and feeling, not just data. With this engine character, he can predict the bike's reactions more accurately, a huge advantage when fighting at the limit. But the story wouldn't be complete without discussing one element that quietly became a game changer: the Pirelli tires. Adapting to these tire characteristics is the key to unlocking Toprak's full potential. Compared to other tires that tend to be sharper but less communicative, the Pirelli provides clearer feedback to the rider. Every change in grip can be felt earlier, allowing Toprak to make split-second decisions, whether to push harder or maintain a steady pace. This is especially evident in the braking department. Toprak, previously known as one of the best late brakers in the world, can now brake deeper without fear of losing the front end. The bike remains stable, the front tire instills confidence, and the result is a much more aggressive corner entry than his rivals. Not only that, the combination of a more docile engine and more communicative tires also had a significant impact on tire management throughout the race. In long simulations, Toprak was able to maintain stable tire degradation. This is crucial, as many riders can be fast early on, but lose performance in the final laps. Toprak, on the other hand, showed the opposite trend. The longer the lap, the more consistent he became. Inside the Yamaha Motor Company garage, the mood began to change. Previously filled with stress due to inconsistent results, optimism was now emerging. The engineers appeared more confident in this new development direction. They were no longer simply experimenting, but had a clear baseline, a crucial foundation for further development. Interestingly, this approach also reminded many observers of the old MotoGP philosophy. The best bike isn't the most sophisticated, but the one that best connects with its rider. In this regard, Yamaha seemed to have finally found a common language with Toprak. Telemetry data showed significant improvements in several key areas. In the mid-corner phase, Toprak was able to maintain higher speeds without losing stability. On corner exit, acceleration was cleaner because traction was maintained. And on the straights, while he doesn't always have a top speed advantage, he's able to close the gap by gaining momentum from the previous corner. Rivals are starting to take notice. Some teams are even monitoring Toprak's sector data more closely. What's on display at Le Mans isn't just raw speed, but efficiency, and that's often more dangerous in a racing context. Heading into the French Grand Prix, all eyes are now on whether this performance can translate into real results in the race. One thing's for sure, testing is just the beginning. The real pressure comes when the lights go out, and 20+ laps must be completed without error. Toprak himself appears calm but confident. In his comments, he emphasized that for the first time, he truly feels at one with his MotoGP bike. A simple statement, but one with profound meaning. Because when a rider feels at one with their bike, the limits of performance can be pushed much higher. If all these elements persist, a simpler yet more effective engine, tires that suit their character, and ever-increasing confidence, then the 2026 French MotoGP could be the birthplace of a new era. And if that happens, one message will be sent, heard clearly throughout the paddock. Toprak is no longer chasing, he has come to win.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised